All right, everybody. New week, and despite what may be going on in other games, here we are to talk about Wotv. Although we could talk about the fact that Ni no Kuni seems to be bot heaven. We could talk about Diablo Immortals, absolutely horrible pricing structure, which makes Wotv look like a kindness. And, outside of that, let's talk about what is coming up this week, what is going on, and what is new. So starting off with the JP side today, let's start off with the JP side. Why not? First of all, we have a conclusion to another story chapter. Don't know what's going to happen in it, but guess we'll find out very soon. Secondly, a brand new piece of equipment, which I'm just going to go ahead and call it right now. This is probably a new piece of evasion equipment. For a couple very obvious reasons. First of all, we just got a brand new water character who's kind of on the evadey side but needs some evadey help. Curious how this will benefit other evasion characters, whether this will be a much better piece of equipment, but in the meantime, stay tuned for that. Next up, we have selection quests getting improved. Interestingly, this time 2 selection quests. So if people have been wondering what is going to be the new thing for these quests, well, as it turns out, this is the new thing. So we have Light and Earth both getting their level 14 added to the game, and this is to improve the weapons to a +1 version, or should I say, sorry, the equipment to a +1 version. Honestly, don't know if this will make a huge difference for these characters. I mean, it's probably very unlikely that selection quest characters will ever go too far over, but this equipment has found uses before, but I assume that most of the upgrades here are going to be for specifically the characters featured and not much else, but we'll see. And last but not least for the JP side, besides one other thing, is a brand new vision card. And lo and behold, here is the brand new water card. So what we are looking at here, party-wise, it is giving luck up and critical evade up. Which, critical evade, okay, sure, I guess, why not? Luck up, okay, alright. Doesn't seem like it's going to make a huge difference, but kind of got to see the numbers too. Max up will be slash penetration. Now, this is when this vision card actually goes from being to... yeah, there's a lot here for water. Water has definitely become a fairly successful slash. But with a lot of lightning characters around, I mean, this won't really push the water element to being too overpowered, I would imagine, again, even though Astoria was already incredibly strong, and this just works towards that. It also gives slash attack up for the specific unit. Seems like a nice vision card. It's only 70 cost, so I'm not expecting this to break the mold too much, but I am expecting it to be noteworthy for the water element, potentially even a mandatory vision card, depending on how good the stats are, the percentages. I mean, it's really kind of competing with the Tyrell card, I feel like. That vision card has pretty much been essential for me the entire time. I'm just curious about how strong this vision card will be overall. And last but not least, we have this, the FFBE Series Fan Fiesta. We all love a good fiesta. And this one, not sure exactly how excited I am, but basically looks to be a brand new event that is hearkening back to the days of old. That's right, kids. Long, long, long ago, before the age of Corona, we did have FanFests where people actually went to them and had an absolutely jolly time. This one, let me just see here if I can bring up any extra news. I haven't really looked at this, so it looks like Saturday, August 6, 2022, FFB fan meeting, and at 1 o'clock will be the FFE meeting. 4 o'clock will be the War of the Visions fan meeting. This is in Nagoya. Admission is free. I'm just looking on the website, getting tickets and everything. There will also be one in Osaka, so very close to my place, which is interesting. I guess I could go to it just for funsies. I have to sign into Square Enix members. And there's one in Tokyo. So there's a whole bunch of these. So the one in Nagoya is on August 6th. The one in Osaka is August 28th. And the last one is on September 3rd, which is getting very close to the anniversary. There isn't anything overly noteworthy here. Whether there are going to be any really gifts. There are no plans for live or recorded distribution of the fan meeting. It can be changed after applications. Only winners can win. That's a bad translation. Holding time is subject to change. I mean, there really isn't too much. I'm not entirely sure if we'll get any information out of any of these events specifically. But we'll see. I guess we'll have to just put it on hold. I mean, they have to have something there. It can't just be, hey, come buy our merch. Right? Yeah, more details on that as it unfolds. So let's go over to Global for a second, which is having the FF10 reissue, which honestly, there is some noteworthy stuff for the FF10 reissue. One thing, it's a good break. If you already have your 10 characters that you care about max, then it's not that big of a deal. Yuna is still pretty good, but light. You know, she doesn't necessarily always have room in a light arena party or just a party in general, depending on what you are going for. In terms of Titus, he is still a pretty damn good character, and I think the upgrading of his weapon as well as the overall improvement that he gets still, I mean, with Water Slash, we just covered a brand new vision card. I think he's always going to be at least noteworthy and potentially good. He's chaining, so he'll always have a space. He has some useful abilities. I haven't seen him too terribly much recently because Astoria's Celeste is always the pure water combo and everything else is just bonus. So yeah, that's that. And as for Auron, I still haven't really seen many Aurons on the JP side. Most people didn't go for him and still didn't go for him, so nothing's really changed there. But lo and behold, that's not the only thing we have to talk about. We actually have a Esper and Vision card to talk about, which is the Balfour card, which is brand new. I don't remember if I heard that there was a global upgrade for the card. I remember someone maybe passing through my chat and talking about that. As you can see, I put my Balfour to really good use. I'm just, I actually just really love this creature because it's kind of a unique summon in the Final Fantasy pantheon of summons. You know, you always have your Bahamut, your Ifrits, your Shivas, but Balfour was very much unique to its own, like its own game, and I always appreciate that. It's just like Manduin on Final Fantasy IX, really unique version of that Esper, and I do believe it's shown up, I want to say FF6, but 9 has always been really just the most memorable version. But that aside, this is a good Esper. It's a good Esper. It's not an amazing Esper. It is a nice bonus, or for someone who doesn't necessarily have a lot of light magic Espers. It's not really tracking that high on the JP side, and if you're looking at what we're getting here, magic attack resistance, piercing rate, magic attack up, Dark Eater up, and that's all for just, you know, the party, and then the specific units getting magic up, area attack resistance up, and magic or max HP up. It's a really nice card, and there's probably a unit on Global that I'm sure Globalers could figure out would very much welcome this Vision card. So yeah, overall, Balfour is a really nice get. Not for everybody, very much for specific people looking for specific voids to fill, I think. So yeah, good Esper. And if you want to go for it, you know, it's 10k and then you're pretty much done. Other than that, the Final Fantasy X event is really kind of lax. Trial of Judgment's the only thing I would recommend putting some effort into because of Orin's glasses. And it will just be a good time for you guys to get anything that you missed during the initial run of the FF10 event. So yeah, there you go. That's basically everything. Hope you found this helpful. And see you all next time. Take care. Hey, look, I made it around 10 minutes this time with only a minor amount of jibber jabber. See ya.